Hello, you guys, like your girl here, Tasha T, bringing you another episode of How to Shine Your Light. You see, we reach back down to the bottom with Seaside, bringing you what going on with these, man. So, we set the foundation in the last show, and today we're going to start with men as fathers. Okay, so you breed up something. That's, them by used to say, you get breed if you're married. If you're married, you're pregnant. Okay, so either you breed up something or you're pregnant, right? First thing, yeah, men to be having babies with women and then you're still on the outside messing around and balancing. I remember when I was having children, that had considered to me the most disrespectful thing to happen. That to hear my man cheat on me while I pregnant with his child. When a woman is pregnant, right? It is easy for her to get sick. It is easy for the baby to get sick. So now you out there with these women doing God knows what. You don't even know if you're protecting yourself because the track record is once you sleep with somebody more than one time, oh, they good. Nobody in test, but they good all of a sudden. You don't know their history, but they good. So you are dogging it. To my friend, that's what she don't say. And you coming home to your wife or your girl who carrying your child. Stop that. What's going on with you? Stop that. That's the height of nastiness. You're making your family vulnerable. Stop that. And even if they're your girl, and that was just one of the easy things them all were telling you about, women, you have to protect yourself against that. That goes for women too. I'm going to pass here. You can't be pregnant and then sleeping with all kind of man. That is nasty and that is very dangerous for you and your baby. Okay? So on both sides, that is stupidness and I don't do it. Okay, so man, you got your woman pregnant, you got things breed up out there and you ain't no help. You ain't going to no doctor's visit. You don't even know how far along she is. You don't know what's going on with this child. You don't know nothing. What's going on with you? Why are you not present? Because you got a bunch of other children out there, because you got children out there that you never father. I don't know what your story is, but man, we need to get it together. We need to get it together. Start your foundation from in utero. Start your foundation of little foundation for the type of father you want to be. And know while the baby making, let the child hear your voice, let the child know your name, let the child know about the father. Be there. Talk to your child, read to your child, tell your child stories. Start to build that bond. Somebody you gonna say, well, you can't do that at this point because you don't know whether or not the child is yours. Now, if you were listening to me from my first show, okay, well, for them who ain't got no children listening to me from the first show, so you could be sure when you have a child, or if you breed a thing or you get your girl pregnant or whatever, you could know it's yours. Okay, so if it ain't yours and you want to invest all this quality thing to the front, you sure, I can't wrong you for that. And when the baby come, you do your paternity test before you go full-fledged. I support that. But at the very least, if it is a possibility, you still have to show that woman kindness, and if she claiming it's yours, show her kindness and show her some level of support. Okay, because at the end of the day, it very well might be, if your name called, you're a contender. Okay? So child born now. And I would encourage men to get paternity testing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To make sure that you know it's your child. Once you know it's your child, now the fathering begins. The fathering begins. You understand? So you're going to make sure that that child and her mother and his mother and their mother need for nothing. You gotta make sure that you is a man. You gotta make sure that you is a leader. You gotta make sure that you is a guidance. You gotta make sure that you is a protection. You gotta make sure all of that. That's your role as a man. You're a provider. Use all these things. This is your family. That's why you have to choose good from up front and take any and anything that got your child. Because at the end of the day, the kind of role you're supposed to play, if it's anything you ain't gonna want to play. So choose good. We don't talk about that really. So now you're there. You when as this child growing up, you be there for the child. You transfer your knowledge onto the child. You don't be here, there, everywhere, leaving everything up to the mother. What's going on with that? I had to leave everything up to the mother. The child too small. The child too small. for when they crying, you hold the child, or if you saying the child too small, what can you do to support the mother who just had their baby? What can you do? Can you clean the house? Can you cook a meal? What can you do? Can you, when she don't feed the child, can you take the child for a day walk? Can you give her a break to mentally reset? Can you be at that? And you know one thing I hate? Babysitting. How the heck you as a father babysitting your own child? You can't babysit your own child. Babysitting is for people who the child don't belong to. Once you're the parent, babysitting is parenting and is rearing. A babysitting you talking about. Stop the mentality shift out your mentality. Don't leave everything up on that woman. Don't do it. Then you're straining her out and wondering why you can't get none, and wondering why she this and why she that. But what you doing? What you doing? Start the foundation as a parent. Start the foundation as a father. Many are lose your leadership somewhere along the line. Women don't trust y'all no more to lead, to run, to operate. We don't trust you. So now we don't trust you. You ain't getting a respect. You ain't getting a respect. You're going to look for something else who might respect you. They might not. Because if you continue that visionless path, one woman in these times gonna be checking for you on them levels. What? Who follow the friggin' people with who could see ain't following nobody, who blind or who have cataracts? Unless there's an idiot. You're not doing that. So man, you need to pull up your shoes. Start with laying the foundation as a father. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I went backwards. It's supposed to lay the foundation as a man. So now that gotta be the next shoe. But since we were choosing women, then I jump on, okay, you don't have the baby. But we're going to talk about the type of men that women looking for. I ain't like I said, just like how it ain't all about looks. It shouldn't be all about looks. The most important characteristic a woman looking for is a man who could allow her to rest, you know. Because we women are superhuman. We like superhero, we like Wonder Woman, like Superwoman, an S on my chest. But we don't want no S on our chest. We want to be living in a pastel. We want to be in a soft girl era because we tired of the roughneck story. Because we have to play both roles because, yeah, I mean, into some kind of other thing except what I have to be into. I mean, this is part of the reason because you're not transforming that knowledge, you're not teaching your sons to be men. What it is they seeing is men acting like women, and they seeing women raising them, so they seeing women qualities. That's why we're in trouble. We're in trouble what's going on, and it started with parenting men. I need to pull up our socks, I need to father our children, I need to parent our children, I need to lead the family, and to set examples. You know, I have a nephew, and you know, he have a lot of boys. And he say, "We buy, you ain't gonna get no girl." He like, nah, I like my boys. You know, I like my boys because I get to teach. I get to teach them how to be men. You understand? I get to teach them. I know I'm raising quality men, and that's a point of pride. And many of should look at it as a point of pride to transform knowledge, to show your children what going on out here, to do all of these things, to bring them up on height so women can't take advantage of them, because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, like you mentioned, you go ahead, Tasha, to bring you another episode on How to Shine Your Light. How to Shine Your Light is brought to you by Light Communications. Join me this time next week, and we're going to talk about men as leaders. Have a wonderful day. Blessings.